in San Francisco. That obviously was a different weather day that we took that picture of the Golden Gate Bridge. Chilly, rainy, wet, soggy. Alex Smith, Jim Harbaugh, a shocking NFC Championship game hosts against the New York Giants, the 4 seed, the NFC East 9-7 Giants, trying to get back to the Super Bowl in 2007. Eli Manning, midway through first quarter, ball is loose. The defensive line of San Francisco, as expected, showed up and balled out. Ray McDonald knocked it loose. Kareem McKenzie recovers for the Giants to avert disaster. They punted the ball away. Alex Smith going for Vernon Davis deep. Where have we seen this before? Vernon Davis
just last week.
Go! 73 yards. Big play in the Niners. Strike first, however. This is a 15-yard penalty.
This is a no-no.
I made the mistake on game day morning saying that Andrew Rowe can cover this guy. He underestimated his speed as well as his ability to run.
He stayed in bounds there.
Yes, he did. His all-scoring plays are reviewed. The Giants got quality field position because of the 15-yard penalty and ensuing possession. Third down, it completed to Hakeem Nicks. However, he is injured on the play.
Yep. Went down on that ball, Rich. Wanted to make sure he gets his arms up under it, not had it touch the ground. Shoulder hits the ground first, and he jammed that shoulder.
And he went to the locker room taking aspirin.
5 plays later, third and short. Eli Manning looking for Manningham. It's incomplete, so Tom Coughlin is his first big decision of the day. It's 4th and 1 on the 49ers 34 on a wet field, cold day, decides to go for it.
Not with the tiptoe burglar.
He did.
Boom! Somebody, you know what?
How we all did.
I tried to call those phones on the sideline and let Brandon Jacobs know that he's 6'4", 270. He didn't answer.
He didn't answer.
That's the best rush defense in the National Football
League.
In the world, right?
Forget the rush defense. That's a tiptoe burglar.
The 15-yard penalty doesn't cost him. However, Kyle Williams can't control this ball, and that was what my English teacher would call a harbinger. As the 49ers try a trick play on Osi Umenyiora, and the ball goes somehow through Osi Umenyiora, and Kyle Williams averts disaster that isn't a harbinger. But let's just set the stage with what we saw in the second quarter. This is Eli Manning to Victor Cruz, wide open. Nice connection right there for 36 yards to the 49ers, 33. 3 plays later, 6th play of the drive.
Big plays.
It is time for Eli Manning. Look for Victor Cruz again over the middle. Move the chains now inside the red zone. 4 plays later, it's the 10th play of this set it down. 2nd and goal from the 6. Eli Manning finds the one tight end nobody thought would be at the come to the floor. Bear Pasco.
First touchdown of the season for Bear Pasco.
Who?
Pasco.
Bear Pasco, everybody.
That was our chef's name at Florida State, Pasco.
So it's tied at 7. Victor Cruz, $1:30 left in the half. What a first half for Victor Cruz. Eli kept firing often to his Patterson, New Jersey product. Plus side of the field right there with 1:20 to go in the half. 15-yard gain 2 plays later. Victor Cruz again, 10-80 for a first down inside the 40-yard line now.
This kid's had, Mike.
Very few people work the middle of the football field like Victor Cruz.
Why not go back to him again, right?
Why not?
It was working.
Throw it to him.
Manning. Cruz, what a catch.
Can't wait the Super Bowl, and I see Victor Cruz and Wes Welker going one-on-one in that slot. I'm going to see who the best
3 plays later, I can't wait for Gronkowski and Bear Pasco.
That's a good one, Rick.
8 receiving yards, $125 in the first half for Cruz. Lawrence Tynes kicked the field goal to give the Giants a 10-7 lead at half. That was your score midway through the third. Alex Smith dumps this one off to Frank Gore. Takes it inside the 30.
You, Mike.
You.
That's
28-yard
coverage.
scamper, as they would say. Next play, Alex Smith to why not Vernon Davis again.
Will somebody cover this guy?
Oh, you got him in the coverage that you wanted, flat and up all day long. You can't deal with it.
14-10, 49ers.
You see that dude
What is that?
I don't know, but that's a hold-on play.
It doesn't matter. It's a touchdown.
Damn.
It's 14-10.
What was that?
The Niners defense began to assert itself in the third quarter as Ray McDonald sending Eli to the turf again. That on 3rd down, forcing the Giants to punt. Next possession after a Niners 3 and out. It's 3rd and 5. Manning looking to Hakeem Nicks from the 88 club. And this is almost picked.
Oh, man.
Deshaun Golston and Terrell Brown collide. Brown took the brunt of it.
He started on the in route, and he fooled his quarterback.
Hakeem, and he has to finish that in route. He cannot stop. He has to get across the face and make sure he gets into whatever
Did the same thing the last time these two teams played.
Brown would get up and leave the field, which was a relief because he was on the turf for quite some time. Giants forced to punt again. Alex Smith last play of the third quarter to Delaney Walker on first down.
With a broken jaw.
He tried to beat him down, didn't he?
Flags thrown. Look out, Chris Canny. Chris Canny comes in late as Rocky Bernard gets
Hold on, guys.
Canty is called for the 15 yards, even though Bernard is bleeding profusely like a stuck pig from the mouth. Fourth quarter we go. Fresh set of downs for the 49ers. Third and short on the plus side of the field. It's Anthony Dixon short of the line of gain. Justin Smith and Isaac Sopolaga, two defenders trying to blow open a hole. Next Giants possession after another 3 and out. 11 minutes to go. Kyle Williams on the punt.
Peter, get away from it.
Devin Thomas, why does he pick up the ball? You can't advance a muff even if it is a muff.
Play.
It didn't look like it hit Kyle Williams anyway, but after further review, this ball sure hit Kyle Williams on the knee. It is Giants football.
Yeah, that's a muff.
A huge break because, again, the Niners defense was holding that Giants offense down in the third quarter.
He's looking around like it's no TV.
Are you kidding me?
And now you're
around
giving
like it's no
Eli
TVs
Manning,
there.
the king of the fourth quarter, a short field, and he finds Victor Cruz down to the 10-yard line. Actually, Hakeem Nicks down to the 10-yard line. I think Joe Buck made the same mistake. 3 plays later, it's Manning to Mario Manningham.
First play of the day, first catch of the day for Mario Manningham, and he makes it count.
Giants take the 17-14 lead. Ensuing kickoff. Kyle Williams is back there again. Ted Ginn was inactive with an knee injury, and Williams tries to make up for the muff with a nice, nifty 40-yard return.
That's the way you make us forget about your boo-boo.
Alex Smith, first play from the Niners. Set of downs after a 5-yard penalty. Moved it to midfield, picking him up, putting him down. Alex Smith, he gets
man coverage. Nobody's on the quarterback. Great job by Alex Smith.
And he can run, coach.
Next play, Jim Harbaugh dials up this puppy, Kendall
out of San Francisco for years.
This is a nice play, right?
Yeah, a little misdirection. Started off to the right. Follow those big guys around the left corner.
Down to the Giants' 10-yard line, an 18-yard gain. 3 plays later, it's 3rd and 5 from that 10-yard line. What will Alex Smith do? He completes his first pass to a wide receiver with 6 minutes to go in regulation. It's to Michael Crabtree. It's only for 3 yards. That sets up David Akers for a game-tying field goal, and the Pro Bowler boots it through for Jim Harbaugh. Ties the game at 17. He wanted a timeout before that play. Did not get it. Giants with the game tied at 17. Less than 5 minutes to go. Eli Manning and Travis Beckham blown up by Patrick Willis on 3rd down.
These linebackers have the best, most physical linebacking core in the game.
Back comes Alex Smith now. What can he do with it with 3:19 to go? Alex Smith on 3rd down. Down he goes.
Pass rush, the 4-man pressure. They got him down here in the 4th quarter.
Matthias Kiwanuka takes him down. The Niners to this point had not converted a 3rd down in the game. What would the Giants do now? It's Patrick Willis busting through, taking Eli Manning down. All the defenses making some big plays with the game on the line. A trip to the Super Bowl on the line.
The old-fashioned NFL today.
2.5 minutes to go. Manning on 2nd and long, dumps it out to Ahmad Bradshaw. Whistle blows, stopped his forward progress just as Navarro Bowman rips the ball loose. You cannot challenge this as the refs
forward progress.
blew the ball dead.
They blew it dead.
Rule
no
forward
fumble.
progress, and there is no change of possession. Jim Harbaugh cannot believe the ruling. He cannot challenge it. Next play, 3rd and 15. Manning looking for his hot receiver of the day, Victor Cruz. Can't come up with a Tyree-like catch down the middle of the field. Giants have to punt it away. About 55 to go.
Throw it too early.
What would Alex Smith do with this football now with a chance to go to the Super Bowl for crying out loud? Minute 33 to go. Smith looking for Delaney Walker. Incomplete.
Now, we saw man-to-man coverage last week when he was wide open. They are not allowing him to play man-to-man coverage.
Last week against the Saints, we were seeing lead changes like this, and now we're just seeing changes of possessions with hardly any first downs gained. Eli Manning gets rid of the ball just in time to Ahmad Bradshaw. Steps out of bounds just shy of midfield with 1:05 to go.
Play by a fearless quarterback.
And 2 timeouts to go.
Remains a passer, eyes downfield, finds a scrabble double drill down the sideline to Ahmad Bradshaw.
The whole team.
Anticipation by Eli is incredible right there, guys.
Minute 5 to go, 45 seconds to go. Eli Manning avoids the rush. Pirouettes, dumps it off to Ahmad Bradshaw. Manning got rid of it just as Aldon Smith buried him in the turf with his chin strap around his nostrils. He calls a timeout.
Good wherewithal by Eli.
Great wherewithal.
That hurt.
32 seconds to go. Can Eli Manning set up Lawrence Tynes for the game winner? It's
What is
almost caught by Victor Cruz. Almost a circus catch. The Giants did have a timeout if Cruz could have caught the ball to set Tynes up. Instead, they punt the ball away, and we go into overtime. It's again the new set of rules in overtime that were put in place last year. The bottom line is a field goal cannot end the game by the team that wins the coin toss. If that happens, the other team has a chance to answer with a field goal to send it into sudden death overtime from that point on. If the team that gets the coin toss gets a touchdown on the opening possession, as Tim Tebow showed a couple weeks ago, the game is over. If that team does not get a touchdown off the coin toss, the other team then can kick a field goal and end the game in sudden death overtime. That is a very long-winded response, but it was still 5 minutes shorter than Ed Hockley. Let's go to overtime. The Giants get the ball first. I don't even have a shot sheet. We don't need one. What have we got here? Eli Manning on the set down. He flings it up in the air.
Almost intercepted.
Several times on the day, the 49er secondary ran into each other, collided, and it should have been intercepted.
Almost picked off by Carlos Rogers. Eli Manning on 3rd and 6 throws it over the middle. It's incomplete. So the Giants do not get anything out of their first set of downs. It's now officially like sudden death overtime. All Jim Harbaugh needs to set up is Pro Bowl kicker David Akers for a field goal, and they go to the Super Bowl. But Alex Smith couldn't convert on a 3rd down, even though he came awfully close. That was almost their first
got 11.
3rd down conversion of the game. It's to Vernon Davis, but it's short of the 1st down. They got to punt the ball back, and Eli Manning now has it 3rd and short from the 50-yard line.
Relentless pass rush by both teams all night.
Justin Smith takes him down. Manning is sacked for the 6th time of the day, and we're going to show you the punt to Kyle Williams, who's already muffed one. He grabs this one, and he coughs it up. The same player who recovered the muff recovers the fumble. It's Devin Thomas. And would you believe the Giants on a special teams gaffe by the same player filling in for Ted Ginn, Kyle Williams, sets the Giants up for Lawrence Tynes to do what he did in 2007. That is come out on the road in the NFC Championship game in overtime and boot the Giants into the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots. Shades of 2007 as Ahmad Bradshaw takes the football, gets a 1st down, sets up the Giants inside the 10. All you got to do is set up Lawrence Tynes for that game-winning, overtime-ending, Super Bowl-sending field goal for the New York Giants. And here comes Lawrence Tynes, just like in Green Bay. He's Scottish, and it's not crap. Got it! The New York Giants go from 9-7, NFC East champions, through the Atlanta Falcons, through the Green Bay Packers, into the NFC Championship game, and through the 49ers into Super Bowl 46 to once again take on the New England Patriots. It is the 6th rematch in the history of the Super Bowl. Jim Harbaugh, like his brother, taken down essentially by a special teams gaffe. And Victor Cruz is cruising with the rest of the New York Giants into Indianapolis, where again, 2 weeks from today, they will be taking on the other Eastern Division champion in the National Football League, the New England Patriots. How about them apples?